Welcome back to Houston Live. When you were in school, did you love learning about government, politics, and how it all works? Did you love that?
When I was younger, maybe I didn't love it, but as I got older, I certainly did. And now some local students can put what they are learning in the classroom to the test with the National Civics Bee. Here with how your kids can get involved, Kevin Riles, immediate past chairman for the Fort Bend Chamber of Commerce. Kevin, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
There's some cash money involved in this competition.
Cash money.
But essentially, this is an annual competition that encourages young people to get involved in civics and government. Why is it so critical?
You know, I think it's important that we all know how our government works both locally and nationally. And I think, you know, over the last 8 to 10 years, especially in America, you want to know where to vote, who makes laws, things of that nature. I can remember as a young child watching there's a constitutional song, How to Make a Bill, and so I'm not going to sing on TV.
Let's go, come on.
But I can remember that song and learning those after-school special cartoons of how a bill goes through Congress and things of that nature. You don't see that a lot anymore. So, and so I think it's important that they know how to engage both young, but I'll be honest with you, some of the questions that I've seen that are potential questions, I had to kind of brush up myself. You know, it's been a while.
Oh, really?
Yeah, exactly. So I think it's important, yeah.
So tell us exactly how it's going to work.
So this is for Fort Bend Independence, Fort Bend middle school students, and they can be homeschooled. They can be a part of Fort Bend ISD, 6th through 8th grade, so middle school age. They will go to the FortBendChamber.com and click on the Civics Bee, fill out and write an essay. And their essay question is essentially, name something that's important to you about your community and how you would change it. And so amongst those essays, they will pick 20 people, 20 students, and those 20 students will, on April 15th, have an opportunity to basically take a little bit of portion of what we're about to do here in a second, and then they'll pick to top 3, and the top 3 get cash prizes locally, and they move on to the state competition as well. And so essentially they'll have tablets, and they will be asked questions in a 90-minute segment, and those questions will be tabulated and then eventually get to the top 3.
The pressure is on. It sounds exciting. So $1,000 is the top prize.
Correct.
$500 prizes is the local. $500 is the local first place.
Actually, we just had an anonymous donor double that, so now it's $1,000.
$1,000 either way.
Locally, yes.
Okay, good. So, and again, that first portion of the competition is to identify a problem in your community, suggest solutions on how to fix that problem. Okay, so you're going to put Kathy and me to the test in a little quiz.
Right, I am, and I also want to remind people that the deadline for the essay is this Friday, the 24th. So please log on to put your essay out there. We have some applications in, but we want as many as possible. So,
of course. Okay, what do you say we walk over to our game show
get my
set?
Steve Harvey on.
Let's do this. Okay, cue the game show music. And Kevin, we're going to do our best to answer these questions.
Are you guys competitive?
I watch Family Feud often, so I'm ready. Let's go.
And these should be between the 6th, 7th, and 8th grade level.
All right.
Okay.
Maybe.
I'm a little rusty. Some days I have problems with basic math. Okay.
All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to read the question, I'm going to read the possible answers, and then you'll ring in after that, all right?
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Okay, multiple choice. Okay,
yes, multiple choice, correct. And a couple true and false. All right, here we go. First question. Which of these people make local laws? A, police officers. B, newspaper reporters. C, members of the city council. D, business leaders. Who went first?
City council.
I think I cheated. I'm sorry.
All right.
We gotta wait till they're
Derek,
done.
I don't know if y'all are keeping score, Derek.
I've got that one.
All right. Okay. All right. Kathy. All right. Here we go. Number 2. In the United States, people who are arrested have the right to A, talk to a lawyer. B, choose a judge. C, stay in a private cell. D, refuse to wear handcuffs.
A. Oh.
Well, apparently you rang in first, Kathy Hernandez.
Derek, I'm never going to be invited back. I'm
no,
so
it's
sorry.
good. To speak to, you have a right to speak to a lawyer.
That's right. That's right. I'm going to say 1-1. 1-1.
Okay.
1-1.
We're tied up.
I'll be
Kathy.
here now. I'm sorry, Derek.
No, don't be sorry.
True or false? True or false? Republican, Democrat, and independents are the 3 parts of the federal national government.
Oh, this is a trick question. Well, there are three different parties, but that also applies at the state
I'm
level.
gonna read it one more time. True or false? Republican, Democrat, and Independent are three parts of the federal national government.
False.
False. That is
False.
correct.
False.
Legislative, judicial, and what's the third one, Kathy, since you know all the answers?
Starts with an E.
Executive branch,
Yeah.
yes. Okay.
All right, correct. Legislative, executive, and judicial. False. I'll let y'all decide who got that. So it was 1-1 before that.
Ladies first.
Ladies first. All
I'm
right,
just
2-1. All right, here we go.
Then I win.
Number 4, which of the following kinds of organizations would most likely be involved in protecting people's right to have a safe workplace?
Okay.
A political party, B, a charity, C, a parent-teacher association, D, a labor union.
I rang first, it's a labor
did.
union,
You did.
right?
You did.
Yes, all right, labor union. Number 5, the most important purpose of the government is to protect A, people from harm, B, people's rights, C, the truth, D, the church.
Ooh, this is a tricky one too.
People's rights.
That is correct.
Good job.
That is correct. I feel like we're tied.
Okay.
I feel like we're tied. I don't know we are, but I feel like we're tied. All right.
We are.
All right, number 6. Imagine that a person was convicted of stealing a candy bar and was sentenced to 50 years in prison.
Oh, goodness.
He or she might challenge the sentence by citing the A, 8th Amendment, B, 1st Amendment, C, 5th Amendment, D, 9th Amendment.
The
Don't go
First
too fast.
Amendment is the right to free speech. The Fifth Amendment is the right to remain silent.
What's the ninth?
The 8th and the 9th. Kevin, I think we might need help in this. Kathy is the
Right.
reporter here. Kathy, you tell us.
Geez, that's a lot of pressure.
I will say you've narrowed it down. So it's either A, the 8th Amendment, or D, the 9th Amendment.
It is A, the 8th Amendment.
It is A, the 8th
Dang
Amendment.
it.
Lucky guess.
And to this point, I looked these
50-50.
up to make sure so people will know. So we're always trying to teach. 8th Amendment is excessive bail, which is correct. 1st Amendment is free speech, as you said. 5th Amendment is right to remain silent. And the 9th Amendment is due process of law.
Hey, this is a good review.
Right.
You have 2 more questions, right?
I have 2 more questions. All
Love
right? The number of electoral votes each state is allocated is based on the state's A, size, B, representation in Congress, C, average income, D, number of years as a state.
A.
That is incorrect.
So that's a tricky one too,
Number of
because
people.
but size is different than population, right? I would say B, representation in
That
Congress.
is correct, which indirectly is based on size of population. So I see what you did.
There you go.
All right,
Okay.
and finally.
Good job, Derek. I'll give you that one.
Maybe one day though we'll get rid of the electoral college. I'm just putting that out
exactly.
there.
Yeah, I agree with you. All right, here we go. Last, and maybe this is the final Jeopardy where you can win it all.
Oh, yes.
Regardless of the
Now's
score.
your chance.
This is it.
True or false? In the United States, labor unions, civil rights groups, and environmental organizations all try to influence public policy and get people elected.
Absolutely true.
True. And so Kathy wins.
Yay! Kevin the man.
Well deserved. Kevin, that was
guys.
really cool.
you, yes.
Am I eligible to compete in this middle school competition?
No, I
If
think
you
you're
are,
a little old.
are you
Little
older than
old.
13?
How dare you, both of you. Listen,
kidding.
remember to get in those entries by the 24th. It really is a cool idea. Thanks
Yes,
for doing it.
thanks so much. Thank
Come
you,
back
guys.
and visit us here at Houston Life. By the way, if you or someone you know or love, if they want to register for this competition, engage in civics, you can visit our website, HoustonLife.tv. Just look for that scene on Houston Life section. That was fun. Good job, winner.